Were the Dallas Cowboys smart, lucky to pass on that trade for Jamal Adams? Mike Fisher reporting from Frisco, home of the Dallas Cowboys in the Fishbowl. Seahawks are in Seattle. They are conducting their mandatory minicamp, and they are doing so without Jamal Adams, the standout safety who was swapped from the Jets to the Seahawks right about a year ago, with the assumption that he would eventually be given a new contract. There may be ongoing contract negotiations, and there may be other reasons that Adams won't report to the 3-day minicamp due to personal reasons. It can be personal reasons, but the contract for the 25-year-old Adams is an issue. He'll be entering the final year of his rookie contract. He's slated to make about $9.8 million this year. Yes, it's an issue. Would it have been an issue were he a Cowboy? As we reported last spring and summer, rather breathlessly, according to our critics, Jamal Adams wanted to be in Dallas. And I was told he was willing to be flexible as it regarded his contract goals had he joined the Cowboys. How flexible is he willing to be now? Indications from Seattle are that he wants to be the NFL's highest paid safety, and maybe something more than that. If you're the NFL's highest paid safety, you jump up and over Broncos star Justin Simmons, currently making about $15 million a year. There's been speculation that Adams doesn't just view himself as that he views himself as more than a safety. Now, his critics will tell you, in some ways, he's less than a safety. The fact that he doesn't do enough defensive back things makes him less valuable than he thinks he is. I don't happen to agree with that. The Cowboys don't agree with that. They love the player, but we'll get to the but in a moment. I remind you, and so would he, that if he wants to be paid as more than a safety, he will say to Seattle, and already has. Last season, I set an NFL record for sacks by a defensive back. He had 9.5 sacks out of the secondary. He did it in just 12 games. He also had 34 quarterback pressures. That is twice as many as any other NFL defensive back. So he's not just a safety. And if you know how to use him and can appreciate the other aspects that he brings to the table, what a weapon he is. The Cowboys recognize that. It's why in 2020, they made not one but 2 stabs at Jamal Adams over the course of that year. But the Hebron High product and LSU product, the connection was not made because Dallas didn't want to pay the Jets' price that the Seahawks did pay, which included 2 first-round selections. And as we sit here today, 2 first-round picks and the players not showing up, and he wants more than $15 million a year. So Seattle is figuring out how to pay another price for Jamal Adams, while the Cowboys, featuring Donovan Wilson, DeMonte Casey, and Jaron Kearse, are still figuring out how to get winning play from the safety position on the relative cheap. Fish out.